Whoa! I didn't see you there. Guess what, brah? I have a question for you. Do you even Until Dawn, brah? Do you? Do you? Well, if you don't, or if you've been wondering about it, well, guess what? The brah's about to give you his opinion about it. My honest opinion, my review. So, here we go. Let's start off with a little backstory, shall we? 2012, Until Dawn was announced as a first-person title for the PlayStation Move on the PS3. Skip forward 2 years, not much heard about the game, and then suddenly, bam, re-announced for the PS4 as a third-person horror title with, like, legit actors. At least 4 of the actors in the game are people you'll recognize from nerdy, geeky shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Arrow, Heroes, Mr. Robot. I haven't watched that one, but I heard it's pretty badass. So it kind of helps, get you immersed in the game, but enough about that. It came out last year, so I'm a little late to the party. I didn't buy it till it was $15 at Best Buy a couple months back, so that's my bad, brah. I feel like a bad PlayStation fan for waiting this long to finally play it. But it was definitely worth it. Because, one of the first things that'll grab you about the game is probably the graphics. I always feel gameplay is, gameplay's here, graphics. Awesome gameplay trumps crappy graphics or amazing graphics, you know what I'm saying? But the graphics for this game are freaking amazing. You look at the characters and then the real life portraits. They have every little detail, little pimple, blemish. They did an amazing job in the settings, in the surroundings, in the areas you are in the game. They look amazing. They really took advantage of the PS4's power to make the game so realistic looking and kind of, draw you into this crazy horror-filled setting. And it's definitely something you want to show off to your friends. You'd be like, hey man, come here, look at this game. Sometimes you'll walk into a camera angle and it'll be the character looking straight at the camera and you're just like, damn, she looks pretty good for a bunch of polygons. I wonder if she has a boyfriend or not. But then I'm like, oh crap, I got a fiance. I better stop before I even start. But yes, the graphics are definitely amazeballs. Which leads me to the gameplay. Like I was saying, graphics, gameplay. Gameplay's up there. Graphics can be okay, It's all about gameplay, right? Video games. It's not video graphics, right? Okay. I know some of us are graphic whores and, oh my god, this game, the water looks pathetic. But okay, anyways, enough about that. Enough about the graphics. Let's get to the gameplay. Gameplay reminds me kind of Heavy Rain because there's a lot of cute, quick time events. So if you don't like them, then, you might not like this game very much. But, they all kind of give that game its cinematic presence. You're running away from a bad guy and you got to push triangle to duck the tree limb or, all that good stuff. And then you got to make decisions at certain points. The butterfly effect, this game really relies on that. The gameplay, like, let's say 2 characters are locked up and you're given a decision to who you're going to kill. If you kill this one character, it changes the events of the entire game, which is pretty crazy. But they actually then know the changes, the butterfly effect, actually make big changes. Some games would be like, every decision you make matters, and that's not true. You do one thing and it ends up not doing anything later on. Well, and Until Dawn, your decisions really do matter, which is pretty cool. And I really like that part about it because the storyline is a little corny. The movie's kind of, the game's kind of takes after your so-called, little teen drama horror films, and about 3/4 into the game, a pretty big twist happens. I'm like, well, I didn't quite see that coming, but, okay, that's still kind of cool. And then when I went back and played it again, I was like, oh, okay, now I see, that was that, and this is this. And the story did a good job of making, it believing what's going on. And there was some corny parts and there's some corny dialogue. Like I think one girl said at one point, "Oh my God, unfollow." Unfollow? Really? Okay, I know it's cool hipster dialogue, but it's just a little corny. But I guess when you have 1,000 pages of script you have to write, I think they had like 1,000 pages. Yeah, sounds about right. You're going to have a little bit of dialogue that kind of stinks. But it's okay. All those thousands of pages help make the game even that more replayable. Because pretty sure if you just play the game through the first time with no walkthroughs, that's one time beating it. And then if you want the perfect ending, that'd be another. And if you want the worst ending, that would be a third playthrough. So the replayability is definitely there. And thankfully, you can go back and let's say, you decided to save one person, you didn't save the other. You can play the episodes, each episode, instead of having to start the whole game over. But you gotta be careful. Sometimes if you go back and do the episodes, it doesn't save all the decisions you made. Like on my second playthrough, I did one action and the girl did something different. But then I messed up at the end of the game and I tried playing the last chapter and that girl looked totally different. I was like, oh man, son of a snitch. But I still didn't get the perfect ending because, like, something about the gameplay. There's moments in the game where something will happen and you can't move. You get a hold of the controller still. I'm sitting there, oh my God, bruh. Oh my God, bruh. Oh my God. And then I didn't move a bit. It's like, oh, you moved. Character's dead. WTF, man. That's not cool. I'm at the very end of the game, and there's one character I can't freaking save. And I'm not moving. I know I'm not moving. Ugh, SuperMassive. Why you do this to me? Why you do this to me? Why you do this? Making me fun, and you can get your heart racing. You're like, oh my God, I can't move. But at times, you're like, okay, that's bullcrap. I know I didn't move. I know I didn't. This is Bologna. But that's one of the cool features about like the motion controls, like aiming your guns. You can use the motion, and doing other stuff. You can use the motion controls. And I kind of like that. I felt like it's something that's underutilized with the PS4 and the touchpad. So you can choose to have regular controls or more motion controls, and I definitely chose the motion controls. I kind of preferred that, but you might not like that. Which hey, it's to each their own, right? But I think the overall package for Until Dawn and the price you can get it at now, $20. Oh, hell yeah. I highly recommend the game. In my opinion, it is 100% certified Brahsome. And if you have a PS4 and if you haven't played this game, you should definitely run to Best Buy. Or I think you can download off the PSN for $20. It's a 46 gigabyte minimum. So, depending on how much hard drive you have, space, download it, or I recommend just having it for your collection. Hell, why not? But it's definitely 9 out of 10. There's a few qualms, like I said, sometimes the controller, but like, oh, you moved and you didn't. Come on now, come on. And at times maybe the camera angles are kind of a little wonky, but that's kind of like the cinematic camera angles. If you played Resident Evil 1 on the old Resident Evil 1, you know how it can be when you're going down a hallway, then all of a sudden the camera is way over here, and you're like, what the hell? This isn't a movie, people. But they tried to make this game like a movie. It's definitely an interactive cinematic movie. It's the QTEs, and you're solving some of the puzzles. It's really cool. But I mean, as an overall package, if you love horror titles and you loved Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls or some of those games, I think you'll really enjoy Until Dawn. And it's also, in a way, kind of, it's not multiplayer, it's a single player game. But the PlayStation fiance, that's my girl, she loved watching me play it because, you got to make these decisions at times. Like I said, who to save, who to let go, maybe give a character a gun or maybe you keep it. She'd be like, babe, no, choose that one. And then, it might change something. And that was kind of enjoyable. And I know one of my followers, Devlon, I think, or I'm not sure. I forgot what his name, I can't say his name, but he had a party for it. He invited people over And they all took turns playing it and making their own decisions and the jump scares. And that was pretty cool. And I know, before I forget, if you have a PlayStation camera, I won't spoil it for you, make sure it's plugged in when you're playing the game, okay? You'll see why. You'll see why. Yeah, make sure you have that plugged in because you get some laughs out of it. Yeah. Sucker. But yes, before I get off again and my ADD kicks back in, I feel that Until Dawn's one of the best PlayStation 4 exclusives that you could own for the PS4. So have a little bit of money before this upcoming fall onslaught of titles. I recommend picking it up, giving it a shot. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, or hit me up on Twitter. At PlayStation Brah. I tweet a lot, so if you like that, if you like Twitter, I'm definitely active on there. But keep on keeping on, and I hope you enjoyed this review or my opinion of the game. And like always, make it PlayStation Brah. Bam. This is the pause button.